Dandadan Season 2's first 3 episodes are finally available in theaters, and I can say that it was worth the wait. I consider myself a big Dandadan fan, as anyone who's watched my Dandadan Season 1 videos can probably tell, and I can say that the wait for Season 2 to come out has been killing me. So the first 3 episodes coming out in theaters felt like drinking water in a desert. I'm so grateful, but I want more. But since I'm gonna have to wait a month for Season 2 to officially come out, and 2 months to reach the point the theater experience left off on, I figured I should talk about it. I do recommend you watch it in theaters before watching this video, but I hope you'll stick around. Welcome, friends! I'm Merlin with a Y, a certain famous wizard's less talented but more attractive cousin, and I'm here to talk about Dandadan Evil Eye. So starting things off, it's nice to finally have some closure on that god-awful final scene from the Season 1 finale. Seeing Momo finally escape the gators and watching them get crushed by debris, even when you know they'll survive, is beyond satisfying. Hell, it feels amazing just to not have that gator scene be the final image that you have of the anime in your mind. Seeing Momo brutally fight off the Kito family was both exhilarating and badass. Momo keeps showing why she's one of my favorite female characters in anime. I was not the only one cheering when Momo gave one of the most well-deserved kicks to the nuts I'd ever seen. I only wish she kicked the rest of them down there too. Too bad Momo got hit with the full power of Jennifer Lopez. Don't question it. Mama Kito doesn't play. They do a really good job of making you hate the Kito family, beyond the fact that the men are sexual predators and the women give landlords a bad name. That and the human sacrifices. But it's more than that. From their uncanny faces and designs to their greenish skin, they really fall right into the uncanny valley, and it makes them so much freakier as a result. That, mixed with the town being made up of muted, desaturated colors, really adds to the atmosphere that something sinister is going to happen. It's such a big contrast from the bright and colorful domains shown during battles, and even just earlier Season 1. There's a consistent sinister feeling. Not quite dread, but you know something is coming. And when it finally does, holy shit! As soon as they fall down that hole, shit gets real. Falling into a massive cavern filled with not only dozens of old houses, but more importantly, a big-ass worm. Seeing that monolithic monster move around was a sight to see, and not just because it swallowed the Kito family in one of the funniest scenes in the season so far. There were quite a few scenes that made me literally laugh out loud, and that was certainly one of them. Though I will admit, that was only part of it. But damn, I actually forgot what made the giant worm so dangerous. I remembered its size and its presence, but I forgot about its actual power. How do I say this? The worm's power is that it can force people to voluntarily die, if you get my drift. But I definitely won't forget this time, because the scene of Jiji having to wrestle down Momo and Okarun to prevent them from hurting themselves felt so much more impactful and real. From the way Jiji scrambles and struggles, him having to wrestle with not just Okarun, but the memory of him saving his own parents from their attempt, to the way he takes the hits, shoulders the burden, and you can see his fatigue, his pain, everything. You watch Jiji struggle to hold things together, and if you don't like Jiji after that, I don't know what to say. It all comes together in a way that is so much more memorable than it was in the manga. Though that's far from the only memorable thing here, because things go from bad to worse in a way that only Dandadan can. Dandadan really knows how to take a bad situation and continuously make it worse. But they sprinkle in moments where it gets better right before shit hits the fan even harder. The giant worm is emitting psychic waves to make everyone commit self-die? Don't worry, there's another yokai that has the exact same power and cancels out the waves. Oh wait, the yokai possessed Jiji and is gonna use its newfound freedom to kill everyone? Oh well. Momo finally kills the giant worm? Great! That'll make things way easier. What? Now that the worm is dead, the nearby volcano has nothing to stop it, and it erupts? Of course it couldn't be that easy, huh? See what I mean? Everything keeps getting crazier, and I love it! The fight between Okarun and the Evil Eye was everything I hoped it'd be and more. Dandadan's anime excels at elevating and expanding upon the source material, and this fight is a perfect example. Second only to episode 4's majestic display. Throughout the fight between Okarun and the Evil Eye, there are so many added bits in between that make the choreography of the fight so much more dynamic. The way Okarun weaves through the mess of old buildings while dodging the Evil Eye, the Evil Eye's purple domain, the impact frames, the weight and fluidity between each movement, and all the tiny bits that you don't see between each panel that are on full display in the anime. They took the opportunity to really do more, elevating each scene and not just going from panel to panel, but jamming the in-betweens with as much incredible animation and added depth as possible. The way the Evil Eye moves perfectly encapsulates him, with him dribbling a ball of concentrated trauma like it's a simple soccer ball. He fights like he's playing soccer, which is not only Jiji's favorite sport, but he's finally playing a game with someone. The Evil Eye wanted nothing more than to play with the other kids, and now he does so, in the most violent and destructive way possible. It adds a whole new level of meaning to the fight choreography that enhances it so much. And after all that, the fight finishes off with a beatdown that I can only describe by comparing it to the 7-page Muda from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Now that might sound like an exaggeration, but watch the fight, then get back to me, and comment on whether you think it was at that level. And there's so much more to say, like Okarun's transformations. They looked good in Season 1, but the animators really decided to see if they could make him look even cooler. And they succeeded. I've said before that I love this half-transformed look where Okarun doesn't have those big teeth. He looks good with his normal transformation, but there's something about that half-transformation that just looks so cool. And I haven't even mentioned Momo's 1000 IQ plays and her literally throwing a full fire truck. She is a queen, a warrior, and a goddess. God, I love you. Second only to your fine-ass grandma. There's so much more I wish I could say. It's only too bad that the screening ends at the most exciting point in the arc. Shit was about to get even crazier, but I guess they couldn't show the entire arc. After all, how else would they get us to watch the anime? As if every member of that audience wouldn't already be a fan of the series. I'm just a bit bitter because I'm gonna have to wait not just a month till Season 2 comes out, but 2 months till we reach the point that continues the story from the screening. Oh, this is gonna be the longest 2 months of my life. But that just goes to show that Science Saru kept up the momentum. Season 2 is looking good, and hell, might even surpass Season 1, possibly. But let me know your thoughts. Did you see it in theaters? What do you think? Feel free to let me know in the comments. I'll be covering Season 2 as it comes out, so please subscribe if you want to see that. Whether I'll cover the first 3 episodes remains to be seen, considering I'm kind of doing that now. Maybe I'll just update this video with footage from the show, as I'll most likely be unable to get or use footage for this video, and will mostly be using manga panels. If you're interested in watching any of my other Dandadan videos, you definitely won't regret subscribing. Thank you so much for watching me till the end. I'm Merlin with a Y, and thank you for listening to this old man ramble.